Just gotta make sure that works. Especially because I did just download the new restream. So we just gotta see how that goes. But either way, while I'm here, welcome to the finale of Final Fantasy 1, where we are right next to the Chaos Shrine. And we got everything you need in order to get past the finale of this game. And as you can see, I got more weapons than I know what to do with. So that's always fun. I don't think I got everything with the keys. So I think I'm just gonna take care of that now. So either way, last time we left off, we were able to finish off the Water Chalice dungeon. And then, let's see, ended up making it all the way to beating Shinryu. And then beating Omega. And then we're able to get everything with it. Let's see what this is. It would have been a lot more useful a while ago. But either way, that's where we are in life. Where's that Fira? There it is. Yeah, I probably could have just used a Lightbringer and just used Holy. But you know what, we'll let Reynaldo handle this. Probably could have gone ahead and went and done this earlier, but yeah, no, that's just where we are now. And also, truthfully, I just completely forgot about it. Oh, that gold needle will help. That's a spike, isn't it? Yep, that is a spike. You're just gonna have to go ahead and die now. So either way, I feel like it was a pretty successful stream last time, so let's just keep up this momentum. Tent. So I think with all that said, let's just go ahead and I don't even remember Black Widows being in this place. Then again, maybe they were named something else. Or it does that thing where it changes the enemies once you get to the end. Alright, well that's done. Although the big news today was Ninja leaving for a Mixer from Twitch. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see what Twitch does. Because, I mean, you just lost your biggest gun. Alright, so now that we clean all that stuff out, let's just go ahead and get. And these guys are undead, so Fira should be able to finish them off. Alright, simple enough. I could really do without this random encounter rate. But it's something I do like about Earthbound, by the way. But either way, if you talk to these bats, you find out that they actually can talk. And that they were the Sky Warriors from 400 years ago that tried to defeat Chaos and couldn't. Or I think they might have died to Tiamat. So either way, we get a unnecessarily complicated time loop story. It's actually funny because in the first Futurama movie. Okay, you guys gotta get out of my way anytime today. Kinda stuck here. But either way, if you've seen the first Futurama movie, they kind of use this stuff with Fry. And then it turned out at the end, Nibbler then says somebody has to put that tattoo on Fry's ass for this whole thing to make sense in the first place. So either way, I'm just stuck here between these bats, which is kind of a shame, but that is where we are in life. So either way, yeah, we're just stuck waiting on these guys. I'm kind of sorry for whoever popped in now, but I mean, this is what happened. Alright, well, one moved. There we are. So now the story is that once you do that, it opens up a time warp from 2,000 years ago. So we get to go back then and see what the heck is going on with this. So this first part is pretty simple, but the enemies are actually going to be pretty tough here, so I mean, we just gotta be pretty aggressive with this. Yeah, I'll have juggling staff with it. Honestly, if 4 of these guys can just ice storm you, then that can kind of add up. Yeah, so for this early part, we can just get right to the exits. So I'll just go at those guys, and then I'll just let Wendell kill that one. Should be simple enough. That everybody gets a level for good measure. Though I did always like the music in this place, even in the NES version. Let's go ahead and take care of that. And Roquan got a good level up. Always good. Yeah, just both judgment staff. Yeah, the right way to do that. We got those stats, might as well use them. Let us finish him. Oh, it's about the finishing. Unfortunately, we got the right stuff to deal with all these enemies. And also, we are really over-leveled from having to beat the Chalice dungeons. But I'm not going to argue with a lot of extra levels. And everybody gets another level because of how many enemies there are. Let's go ahead and finish these guys off, shall we? So I think we can just go ahead and keep up with this pattern. Then that should go ahead and get that going. Although on a side note, NES Cardinality did resume his Final Fantasy 1 runs. He's gonna wrangle back the record from Toad. It's gonna be pretty tough to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal pretty soon. Yeah, more of that. Always good. Although on a side note, I am going to a conference tomorrow, so that should be a lot of fun. So right now I'm just trying to find the exit to this place. Although, what is the over-under on the amount of levels I've gained just from trying to find the exit here? Definitely worth begging the question. Now let's just see what happens from here. And Reynaldo's the one with the best intelligence, so it makes sense that he uses it. Oh, I am officially getting sick of this place. Not even hard, just alright, one in a circle. Alright, do that. Now let's go ahead and heal some more. Although you are going to be seeing a lot of the speeding up in the once we get to 2. It's an interesting game, but god damn, there's a lot wrong with that game. And then 1's actually aged pretty badly too. What do you think about it? Alright, that's where I was supposed to go. Very good. Not good, of course. Ah, yes, it's one of those spike battles. Let's go ahead and wipe them out, shall we? So we gotta play a loot. I also like how they had the same theme. Or not Alex, the gifted musician. Alright, give me some good. Yep, that's something good. Good. Better. And I'll take that. Well, let's just hope that dog fighter doesn't figure out a way to kill me. Well, at least we did get first strike, so let's see how this goes. Alright, everybody is up to snuff, so that's always good. So I think around floor 2 is when we can start finding the or get to the Masamune. Or floor 2 there's some items, but floor 4 I think is where the Masamune is. And then with this floor, we do have to fight Lich again. But we're gonna go ahead and be pretty aggressive. Alright, you guys do that. And then Reynaldo, if you want a flare, go ahead. We need to find what things are. Very good. Nope. Yeah, if you need a flare Reynaldo, I think that's kind of our go-to thing. Where are we with levels? Already at level 70. And hopefully we'll just fully and flare our way out of this. Ooh, an ice shield. Oh, good. No motorcycle outside. No argument with the ice shield. An ice Gigas. I think that's supposed to mean some kind of giant. I don't really know though. I have way more money than I know what to do with. Good, let's get that taken care of. Good, getting that taken care of. And then this is where it gets interesting, because now this is where a Lich shows up. Alright, got a remedy, can't argue with that. And Reynaldo, go ahead and flare. No need for underkill. Would prefer overkill at this point. Alright, nothing there. And then let's just go ahead and do it this way. Some good level ups here for Wendell. And Roquan's not that far away. I will say, having a Lightbringer and Judgment Staff, this is definitely a lifesaver. Or definitely time saving. I think I get down and then to the right. I think that's what that is. So anyway, I hope everybody's day's going good. Do that, and then just gotta go ahead and deal with this. Although the weekend probably doesn't look that good for me for streaming, just because I've definitely got a lot going on. A lot to learn. And a lot to, or just a lot of traveling to do. So fortunately, I am taking the train to the city tomorrow, so that's not going to be that tough to do. Anything here? Just go ahead and test this. No, I am not too crazy about this random encounter rate. Probably one of the reasons I'm leveling up as much as I am is just, probably because I'm not running away from nothing. Something to know. Alright, let's kill Lich. Or at least after this, we're gonna go kill Lich. Another good one. Alright, let's have some fun here. So fortunately, Lich is undead, so Holy is going to do a number on him. I think he might have a little bit more HP than he did before, but fortunately he's not going to be too tough to deal with. Fortunately, a good offensive assault got that done. And then, as you can see, we probably got to, we got to deal with fire next. Good, got most of that back. And then this one we gotta go down and then back to the left. And that's a do that. That's gotta be kinda gotta be ready for any blaze attacks. Or just do it the easy way, why not? Alright, so I'll just go ahead and handle that. So simple enough. Yeah, just go ahead and leave. That's there, that's there, and that's there. I could go out that way, but I think, yeah, I gotta go out that way, don't I? That was kind of disappointing. If you go down here, there's different items and different weapons to be had. Because we can get the katana for the ninja. And then we can also get some like mega elixirs, which are always good. You always need some of those. Alright, protect cloak. Not quite as good as the elfin one. Well, the big one I do want to get is a Masamune, but that's on floor 4. And then just in case they all use fire on us. Alright, well they weren't too dangerous. And I'll take that. And the good thing about the Mega Elixir is that's a heal all for everybody. And that's all HP and all MP. So now Wendell and Reynaldo are at 73. Just in case we don't get out, Reynaldo, go ahead and take care of this for us. There, protect ring, another one. Fortunately, we do have enough to carry us through the day. Alright, that's done. Then get, and then flare. I have been replaying some of the original NES one, and then that's also been a lot of fun. Although that game has actually aged pretty badly compared to this one. See, the katana should be in reach. I'll just do that. Good. Even though, unfortunately, we really can't do a whole lot with that because we already have just about everything we need. And then, do that. Alright, Reynaldo, if you want to go ahead and take him out, I ain't gonna stop you. Although hopefully the Final Fantasy curse finally got off Reynaldo Lopez. And then that's just for like people I name my characters after. Seriously, something ends up happening to them. Like example, Wendell ended up getting hurt with a thumb injury. I'll just go ahead and wreck these guys. Let's go ahead and deal with this. I know we do gotta fight Carrie pretty soon. Unfortunately, that shouldn't be too tough. Ooh, what the worms. What, the tunneling horror? I hate that guy. Always with the tunneling. Anyway, I'm dead. Alright, so let's go ahead and fight this guy. There we got that. Let's see here. Haste rope one, and then go invis. And same deal, haste Alex, and then just get that going. Yeah, that was simple enough. And nothing there. Now we gotta deal with these guys now. Fortunately, they're not going to be too tough. Although I did just download the update for Restream, so things look a little different than that one. Always good. Well, that was a lot of water. Alright, both of you, Judgment Staff. Let's just go ahead and take these guys out. Although what will be interesting is with Mixer is let's see how Ninja affects it, because that's one of those guys that can definitely have a ripple effect on it, because there are a lot of good Fortnite players on Mixer. They just haven't really gotten the same attention, and I mean unfortunately the same things happen to me too. Of course, that one time I played Stardew Valley on stream was when I got my only follower on Mixer. And then with Twitch, they basically needed popular opinion to sway them into banning somebody who ended up getting caught with reckless driving. I mean, she got in trouble with a cop before she got banned off Twitch. But then again, that shouldn't be too surprising. Although I wonder if Dr. Disrespect will be the next domino to fall, so to say. Because, I mean, the reason he got banned off Twitch was pretty legit. Because what he did was pretty foolish, if you ask me. But then again, you know, that happened. And for those of you who don't know, he was live streaming E3 and then just having to go to the bathroom, and then there was somebody just peeing. So that's really what he got banned for. I mean, for showing nudity. Which, he asked me, is perfectly fine. Alright, so... I don't know if I really want to use that now. We need to get this one on. Good, he didn't use the slaps. That's important. Of course, I remember watching NES Cardinelli's stream on this, and I was literally swearing at my phone when Kraken ended up attacking both the red mages. I mean, but that was a fun time to actually watch him run through that game, just single segment. Alright, well that got done. So we're 3 down, 1 to go. So now what we gotta do is we gotta go down to the Difts and kill vampires. Because we don't like vampires here. Yes, I am racist against vampires. That's gonna be a problem. I don't think I went the right way. That's done with. Also, Alex's evasion. There we go, that's what we wanted. So, congrats, Wendell, you can have a Masamune. Or actually, I want to give that to Reynaldo. I kind of like Wendell's evade where it is. That would have been 75 on Wendell. Alright, so congrats, Reynaldo, you can have it. No, you are no squirt, Brunel. So you go ahead and do that. And then Wendell, you can go ahead and holy. Hey, you know what, Reynaldo, go ahead and test out the new sword. Do that. Then we do this. It is gonna take a while for Ronaldo to use this thing, isn't it? So everybody just attack. There we are. Yeah, see, now Ronaldo can hit. Even though he has been coming along pretty well since the second half started. Good. So I think what we gotta do is we just gotta just go up one. And then that's where we end up fighting Tiamat. Yes, Ronaldo's cloak is mighty. That should be him. Fortunately, that shouldn't be too tough. Anything I can do here? Let's just go ahead and go with that. Well, let's see everybody attack. Let's see what happens. Alright, that was good. And then everybody attack, we should be able to win this. Let's see what time it is. So here we are all the way at the end, so all we gotta do is just make our way down. And then guess who? Actually, right before that. And then guess who? As it turned out, it's Garland from all the way at the beginning of the game. Which is the big plot twist. And then it turns out that the Four Fiends and Garland kind of had a deal where they would cast Garland back in time, whereas Garland would cast the Four Fiends into the future. So then they would work together in that way. Pretty sure he wouldn't live 2,000 years, even as Chaos. And then this is the cycle he kind of created. Alright, time to be aggressive. And we'll do that. And then Reynaldo, go ahead and null all yourself. And while we're here, let's just have a Strength Tonic. And then with Chaos, he does have a lot of dangerous magic spells. So that's something we do gotta be aware of. That's a Wendell, haste yourself, Reynaldo. Let's go ahead and null all Wendell. Scary, worry volcanoes. That's I did quite a bit. And then Reynaldo lets us stay aggressive here. Then Hilaga. God, they got that tidal wave now. So I think while we're here, Reynaldo, go ahead and haste yourself. We got the Masamune, might as well use it. Let's have everybody attack. Well, that would be extremely justifying if Reynaldo ended up killing him. But unfortunately, beggars can't be choosers now, can they? Oh, we should be getting pretty close, though. So we do that, we do that. Oh, nice, we killed him. Yeah, fortunately that wasn't too hard because we were really over-leveled. And then, well, I mean, he can be pretty tricky on the under-leveled run. I mean, fortunately, Roquan was able to get the job done. And then we get the ending sequence, which is actually a really good ending sequence for its time. I mean, it is a little bit different in the NES version compared to this one. Although either way, it's really the music that steals the show in this one. So now for my thoughts on this particular game. It's a pretty decent remake of the first Final Fantasy. They do a lot of things different and they do make a lot of things better. So I mean overall, if you are trying to get into Final Fantasy 1, this is definitely one that is worth playing. Yeah, no, I have a lot of weird twist of fate stories, don't I? That's I only got a couple. But then again, some things kind of did get lost in translation to this game compared to the Japanese version and the American version. Because I mean, the NES version does have a lot of problems, like half of the game doesn't work. Like most of the spells in this game doesn't work, but then the spells they do fix in this version compared to the NES version. So that's one of the reasons that if you are getting into Final Fantasy for the first time, this is definitely one that's worth starting with. And then essentially, once they broke the time loop, the Light Warriors ended up just going back to time, or just going back to their present day. And then, of course, none of this stuff ever happened because time loop logic. I also remember trying to explain that to my brother after the first Futurama movie. Yes, I do use that a lot. Didn't really do a good job of it, though. So either way, that's gonna be it for Final Fantasy 1, and honestly a pretty fun time, and I had a fun time with this stream. Even though you wouldn't think so with how few I stream, or how many times things stalled out. But I mean, it was actually still something worth doing. That's mostly because, of course, because it didn't exist. So nobody knows about it. You know, once it gets erased from time. All sorts of fun stuff like that. Although there was actually a interesting thing that came up whether or not there were much more advanced civilizations before the one we're in now. And then you could definitely argue that there were. Although if I do end up going to Peru, I'm gonna have to investigate the, like if there was a race of giants in Olitambo, like before the Inca showed up. And let's see, what else was there? Actually, there's a lot you don't know about Persian history, because they had coolers, they had batteries. They actually did a lot of things good. Like, honestly, most of the Middle Eastern history I learned from Civilization. Either way, that just really got off on a tangent there. And this was the, hey, you're the one who made this happen stuff. What's the translation's a little different in the NES version. It's like the Great Warrior was you. So, congrats, you're awesome. Don't really know if I'm a bringer of light. I think with me, what I had to do is I had to be a darkness eradicator. Or just bring out your darkness. And then we get some updated credits to this game, and it's pretty well done, if I say so. Let's see, so we're at 8:40. I kind of want to finish by like 9:30, so I think I can get an hour of Final Fantasy 2 in. might do like this old throwback to Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 6, where they have like the, I guess, asteroids. I don't know, I did play a lot of asteroids as a kid. Of course, good old Atari. Although Square does have a good crew going with it. Don't know how true that is now, but we'll have to see. Kinda thinking maybe Sunday or Monday I might want to finish Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. You know, I still gotta figure out how to get past level 58. That is definitely doable. Oh hey, Kramos, or Kramos, I don't really know if I'm pronouncing that right, but, you know, everything's going good. You know, hopefully everything's going well with you. Yeah, I'm just trying out the new version of Restream, so, you know, just a lot of different things going on. And then I just finished Final Fantasy 1. I'm gonna get to Final Fantasy 2 pretty soon. I just have to, let's see, just update the, or just the stuff on Twitch. And then maybe put in a new thumbnail for YouTube. Anyway, got a nice little throwback to 3. Which is always fun. So now we can get the game clear data. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Now let's put that on 3. So if you do this, then you can go ahead and just enter a new class. And then if you do that, then you can go ahead and see like the bestiary. And then you can just go ahead and see like what enemies you destroyed and where. So that's definitely a nice little feature. Oh hey Elizavar, hope everything's going good. Then you can just go ahead and see like what's their HP, what's their stats. You know, it's all fine and good. Although, fun fact, they do have the or like the boss themes. Although it's kind of unfortunate that they didn't have the like the boss fights version of the original game. You know, like they did with Final Fantasy 6 where they had Decisive Battle. Alright, let's see here. So, I am going to change the game to Final Fantasy 2 right now, and let's see, I'm just going to have to, let's see, go ahead and just make a few changes here. And really, let's see, right here. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the game to Final Fantasy 2, and then I'm also going to just upload or just change everything with or just with YouTube, and don't think I have to with Twitch. I think it's just really YouTube that's the thing. Yeah, so I'll just be a little bit. Yep, now that's done. And we're just gonna go ahead and get started with this one. And anyway, welcome to Final Fantasy II, where this is definitely the black sheep of the series, and there's a good reason for that. And you'll see as this goes on. So either way, same thing as before. I'm just naming my guys after, or just rookies, so that's always fun. So I have never had a bull lead thing, so congrats Kobe White, you get to lead things. And then I guess, I don't know, I just had to look up who gets drafted where, so you get that. Okay, that didn't go the way I wanted to. So let's get that. And then last but not least, this guy's not supposed to show up until the end, so let's just go with you. So then we get our intro to the story, or intro to the people. And then in the PSP version, or the PlayStation version, they actually do have a pretty elaborate cutscene of the characters escaping from this particular place. Always about the demons, isn't it? And that did not go well. So essentially this is where we're at now. And then we got our first fight. And then it goes just as badly as anticipated. And then run. And that didn't work. And yeah, that's completely scripted, and we are supposed to lose that, so that's how that went. But then we end up in this other place. So either way, that's Hilda. She's the one leading the charge when it comes to the rebellion. And Minwu is a pretty cool guy. But then again, it's definitely worth watching the Final Fantasy II in a nutshell. It's actually really funny. But then again, all those Final Fantasy in a nutshells is actually really well done. Although, with the way this game goes, there probably is going to be a lot more abuse with the way things are going. Although I will say, as far as princesses go, Hilda is pretty damn cool. And then you'll see why as the game goes on. So either way, just as they leave, Kobe ends up waking up, so that's always good. Then just more exposition, which is always fine. Although I will admit that this game did come out in 1988, so the story is actually kind of advanced for that time. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that line of all those other heroes trying to help you. Of course not, it's right over there. And basically this is how they do have a keyword system here. And what you have to do is you have to learn like certain words. And then you have to, and this is kind of like the way you unlock certain things in this game. And then that's all fine and good. Then eventually you do have to give items to to people. And then one important thing to know is that you do have to come back to Altair frequently to know where to go next. Whether or not it's asking them about certain things or just giving them certain items. You know, it's a lot of the exposition that way. And it is decent to have a hub world, but I don't really know how well it works here. Alright, yep, that's fine. And then we gotta go with black because why not? 169, interesting. And then anytime you see a word in different colors, that's something important. And that is some really important advice. They do give you a tutorial mode here. And I think one thing we gotta do is we gotta visit the king. So it turns out he ended up getting arrowed, which is never good. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna take this. Although the good thing about this game compared to the original one is that you do get however many items. Is that you can have a number of items, whereas in the original game you only get 63 of a certain item. So like 3 potions counts as like 3 spaces in the inventory. So that's how that went. And if you go here, you get the tutorial. So you do get to learn a lot about this game. And this is actually really important to know when it comes to leveling up in this game. Because unlike the first one, there are no levels in this game. It's just more of a use it or lose it type of thing. Actually, wait, I should have said. That's a yes. Yeah, so this is pretty much explaining how you improve in this game. So you do have to get hit, and then you do have to be in long fights in order to improve your HP. And same thing, you have to use magic in order for your magic to improve, your MP. And this is kind of a tricky one. We do have to use agility in order to, or we have to get attacked in order for, agility to improve. And that determines our ability to run away from battles, which means that I'm going to be dying a lot early in this game. And that's not because of me sucking or anything. It's just the way this game goes. Although this game does take no pain, no gain to strange new places it really doesn't belong. And that is true, I probably am going to end up beating myself up a lot. Alright, that's always good. Although the monsters actually are pretty worth fighting here. Oh, which is also good. Yeah, it's also kind of important to know that you can accidentally heal enemies. And then this game does introduce the back row too, which is always good. So that's kind of what we need to know with this white magic. They use spirits, so with a higher spirit your healing spells are better. And then with ones that do damage you do need intelligence for it. And that's basically telling you can throw away certain spells, as in like unlearn them. And you got weapon and magic. Now unfortunately every spell in this game levels up on its own, which unfortunately means there's going to be a lot of having to use the same spell a ton of times in order to actually level up the spell. And that's right here. And one other important thing that's not brought up is that you do get this right-handed or left-handed, and that's depending on what hand you equip the or your weapons in, it's more effective that way. So that's just something to know. And then let's just go ahead and get. And then we get to meet Polly. Let's see if we can't get a different weapon for Katie. So I'll get that one for her. Now, she was originally in the back row, but I really don't want to put or have anyone in the back row. And the big reason for that is because you're whenever you get you need to get attacked for your HP to go up, and if you're in the back row, more often than not the enemy's gonna miss, and then unfortunately your HP is just not gonna go up in the long term. So that's one of the reasons I'm keeping her in the front. And then as you can see, what I did was I ended up getting David unarmed, so he can just go ahead and attack. And unfortunately, another thing they really don't explain is depending on the armor you end up equipping. Alright, so let's do that. I do need a shield. And then depending on the armor you end up equipping, it knocks down your evasion. So that's something that's actually kind of important to know early on in the game. Let's just get leather gloves on us. And then as you can see, it kind of got knocked down from 7. But I need to give Katie a shield, don't I? So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna save because, for better or worse, we are gonna end up dying a lot here, and that's just the way that game goes. Although we gotta fight bees now. No, I do not need you attacking just Katie only. Oh boy, this is how we're gonna do this, huh? Alright, so one down. Alright, well at least I got something on that. And then as you can see, this bar represents when you end up getting a skill up. Alright, so 32 I should be able to rest at the end. Although it is kind of random as to when you end up getting, or depending on what the in rates are. So I just gotta go change something real quick. Be right back. Alrighty, so just go ahead and take care of that. Although fighting more bees, and unfortunately the early part of this game is really going to be a slug. So that's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to start this early. Okay, so Kobe's still poisoned. And then, fortunately, poison doesn't carry over as this game goes on. Which is actually pretty nice in the game. Which is one of the few nice things this game actually does. And now we got scary goblins. And then what I want to do is I want to grind up in order to get a cure spell. Because that'll at least make life a little bit easier. Alright, well I got enough for one. I think I'm gonna get a little greedy and go for two. Even though unfortunately getting greedy in this game usually never ends well, if anything. Although at least this game lets you save anytime, so that's always good. Alright, that's what we want. Or actually, while I'm here, can I go for 3? Although this is one of those games that once you figure out the way leveling up works, it's a little bit easier. And then what I'm going for right now is I want Kobe to be more of my, or kind of like my white and red mage, where he's more of a healer and a buffer. And then Katie's kind of gonna be kind of my offensive weapon. So that's black magic as well as just offense. And then David's gonna be my slugger. So that's pretty much what I'm going for here. Then let's just go ahead and get those cure spells because that's something a lot more important that we gotta do. So then we'll take this. And then all the spells are just right here. So they don't really have white and black, they just have everything together. Oh, whoops. You get 2 more. And then the way this works is that you just have to use the item on yourself. So it's pretty imperative we get the healing ones. And then save. Because eventually we are going to have to grind up for, or just the fire, blizzard, and thunder spells. Although at least Kobe's getting somewhere with his offense. That's always good. Although that really isn't surprising, because I know the NES version is actually really glitchy from what I've seen. Although this is one of those games that definitely would use a good mod. Like, there could definitely be some good mods of this game. So I remember watching Bryce Elf playing Final Fantasy Hard Type. And that was definitely a lot of fun to watch. Now, part of the reason I'm trying to get Kobe and Katie good with swords is that really just swords are just the most important part of this game. And then since David's got the highest strength, he's good for beating people up. And then those are just items. Then fortunately the items are actually affordable in this game, unlike the NES one. Even though I am ragging on the Famicom version a lot, there's a good reason for that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at Katie's stats here, and then if I equip the leather armor, see what happens. And then her evasion kind of went down. And it's not really mentioned here, but armors like do have a weight to them. And then that's just in case anyone dies. But armors do have a weight to them, and then if you have heavier armor, your evasion goes down, and so forth. Although, fortunately, they do leave you off with pretty easy enemies. Yeah, I'm gonna save here before something bad happens. Because I know I made this mistake before where I can go too far and then end up getting myself killed. Because once you cross a certain part of the map, there are gonna be stronger enemies. And then I've had that happen before where I went too far and then end up running into an enemy where I can't kill and then it kills me in one hit. So that's always fun to know. Of course, it's what, a game from 1988, so nobody should be surprised. Alright, so that's all fine and good. So basically, we're looking for Luis now, and we're not going to find him anytime soon. And then saving because I'm not taking chances here. Now, really important, don't talk to any of these guys. And that's because they attack you and then they kill you. That's good. Now we get to watch this on display. And then depending on what your skill level is with your particular magic, that's how many magic points it uses. So this is a level 1 spell, so it only uses 1 point. Let's see, somebody give me something good here. Guess that was not the right spot. Although I don't really remember if ineffective is a thing in this game. I'm pretty sure it is not. Give me something good. Nope, nobody's home. Well, at least the good thing about having David unarmed is that at least he's doing a lot of damage early. That's one of the reasons I want to give, or make him unarmed, is that, unarmed is actually kind of broken in this game. Okay, I think I know what to do. Well, I guess not. Alright, fine and good. Nothing out of the ordinary. They had to put that there for a reason. There's definitely something here. So I'm not doing that. Well, I am kind of encouraged by the amount of damage that David's doing. Spirit. You go ahead and do that for yourself. Then you can go ahead and get Kobe with it. Oh, I thought that was it. Well, Although, unfortunately, it has been a while since I played this, and I've only beaten this once, so don't expect me to be very good at this game. I know there's gotta be something. Doesn't look like nobody's home here. I am wondering if this is really the right way to go. That's disappointing. And then, unfortunately, we got our poison after effect. Although, fortunately, the battles are actually a lot more streamlined in this game than they were in the NES one. So I remember watching, like, somebody go through the end of this game, and then turned out there was, like, one battle that took her... Seriously, that took her about, like, 15 minutes to do. That's kind of how slow the battle is in this game. Although we are going to be making a lot of use of the fast forward feature. So that's just something to know. Yeah, this is what we wanted. You know what, I take that back. This is probably not what we wanted. Oh, that's like that one scene in Gremlins where she's attending the bar with all the gremlins. Still one of the most off-the-wall scenes you'll find. Although we do get to meet Scotty, and then... Alright, so we got our own Benedict Arnold here. Like, really, you don't have to really protect our feelings at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, that usually doesn't go very well. And unfortunately, there are going to be a lot of characters dying on us. So go ahead and get used to that. I get Scotty's ring. Yeah, we're going to be needing these things. Just stay the hell away from everybody. Did want to save, you know. Now let's go ahead and take care of this. I think while we're heroes, just have everybody cure themselves. Oh, whoopsie. And then for better or worse, it probably is important to fight in a lot of battles early. But at least we are finally getting stronger than these guys. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Hello, where are we with everybody? Alright, so level 3, not bad. Although one thing I do like about this game is they do let you build your characters however you want. Because before there are certain characters like predisposed to things. Or predisposed to growing in a certain way. And then I don't really think that fighting on Marsha has an advantage or disadvantage. Don't really know and I don't feel like finding out. Alright, well that's done. Well, the good news is I am getting plenty of cash to play with. Very good. There we got David some offense. That was good. I gotta look for magic. Where are the magic? Why? Although I am pleased at seeing that. Because now at least David can mess up some enemies pretty quickly. And then fight on the bridge. Because why not? Alright, well, let's go ahead and save here. Either way, I've got to get some spills. Well, either way, we'll give one each. And then let's see here. So Katie, you're gonna get fire. And then we'll give Kobe blizzard. And then Dave, you're gonna have that one, or thunder. So either way, that's Gordon, so we're just gonna go ahead and give him a little pep talk. At least that's what Scotty had to say about him. And then let's give her that. He's like, no, he didn't say he loved you. What? You said that was gonna hurt her feelings. Although that is definitely worth watching. Alright, let's go ahead and I gotta go ahead and learn Mithril, because that's how this sort of thing goes. And then ask Mithril. Sure thing. Alright, you're with me now. Although I just got a snazzy canoe from him. Always good. So I think before I end up leaving, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something pretty important here. I got to bulletproof my guys. So that's 2. So I need 2 for David. Minwoo. Yeah, I think that should be sufficient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something called bulletproofing. And that's one of the reasons I had to do this is because it's really important that I get my evasion way up, or get my defenses way up. So that said, let's save again. And just get into whatever fight. And then we're just going to go ahead and do this for a little bit. And then we're just arming shields. And then we're just going to do this for a while. And one of the reasons I want to do this is I want to get my shield level way up. And then also I want to get my evasion way up. And this is really going to help in the long term. Even though unfortunately it kind of comes at a cost to our HP. But I mean, that's something that just has to be done. And as you can see, we're at level 4. And then level 2. And then this is one of the things that makes this game so tedious is how much grinding you have to do. So then that's kind of what we're stuck with here. And then fortunately I do have a speed up feature, otherwise this would make this game a lot more unbearable. Or this makes this game a lot more bearable. Good, always good. So let's see, where are we with Kobe? We're at 5. So 3 and 3. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. And this is actually really important to do with Minwoo because after we're done with the game, there is actually a bonus story involving Minwoo. And I'm not going to give away too much right now. But let's just say I really need his evasion to be pretty high for it. Although he is mostly a white mage, so he actually does have some really good magic spells. So then, that's just something to know. And I did pick this up from watching Seven Sins in as Final Fantasy Fiesta. That's one thing he did really early in the game that actually made it a lot easier for him. Alright, so let's just keep this up. So let's see, where are we with this? 4, 4, 6. So I think I'm gonna aim for Minwoo to get to level 8 with this. Just go ahead and just keep attacking with this. Or keep shielding. So I guess that's kind of the important thing here. Although, thankfully, I do have a fast forward button, otherwise this would be a lot more tedious. And then we could just keep doing this. And then, for better or worse, this is also one of the reasons why this game is so abusable. Is this gonna exploits like this? Alright, so that's done. Don't want to lose that progress. And unfortunately, for better or worse, this game really is a broken hot mess. Or this game really is a hot mess in a lot of the ways it's set up. And this is just one of the things that just makes this game so exploitable. Then let's just keep at this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep at this until I end up running away. Or until like all the enemies end up running away. I think that's what we're going for here. Although I'm not going to do this with every character, I think it's only going to be like 2 in particular. And then Minwoo unfortunately happens to be one of them. Although let's just keep at this. Although lots of strength, which is always good. Yeah, Minwoo is definitely going to need agility. So that's 8. So I think we can maybe do like 1 or 2 more, then we should be good. I think I'm just going to do this for a little bit more, then I'm probably going to call it a night because I got to go somewhere tomorrow morning. That. So then I think Minwoo's up to 7. And let's just go ahead and keep this up. And then, fortunately, this should be kind of a slow transition, but, you know, that's just kind of the way I just gotta get used to this game a little bit more. Alright, that happened. Also good. Nine and 8. So I think what I want to do is I want to get their evade all the way up to 100, which is pretty close. But I think what I'm going to do is just sleep at the end, then call it a night. Oh, that's convenient. Alright, so I think with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream here. So, either way, thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for commenting on it. And let's see where to send you guys. I'll just go ahead and do this. Alright, so I think with all that said, let's just go ahead and call it a night. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.